Hi, it's Dawn here at Stickle Tarn. I'm just going to show you a very quick kitchen hack, and it's something I do quite often as we don't live near the shops. We're a good 30 odd minutes, 45 minutes away from shops, so sometimes it's you run out of one thing, you don't really want to go dashing off, especially when the weather is like it is at the moment. So the one thing I run out of, I run out of it yesterday, and I did do a video yesterday, but I totally messed up, so I deleted the video and I'm redoing it today. So there we go. I want to do some baking later on today, and I need brown sugar, and I have none left. So this is what I usually do. White sugar I always have in the cupboard, and we buy our white sugar in big 5 kilo bags, and I always try to buy the British sugar to support the British farmers. There's our little British flag. Silver spoon is your British sugar. And these big 5 kilo bags, and we tip them into a barrel, so we always have a barrel of sugar on the go. The other thing we always have in the cupboard is molasses. This one is blackstrap molasses, and we use molasses, well, I use molasses in cooking, but I also use it when the goats have kidded. They always have a bucket of warm water with some molasses in, and if we've got any poorly animals, we do make up a mixture of molasses and water as well. So molasses, white sugar. I've got a pound of white sugar there I've weighed out. I've just had it in the oven warming up because our storeroom is very, very cold. So let me tilt the camera down and I'll show you what we do. So this is very, very simple. It is basically just the sugar, and you add some molasses. This is for a light brown sugar. For a light brown, I would say it's roughly a tablespoon of molasses to a pound of sugar. If I wanted it dark brown, I would probably add 2. And then basically I want to mix them together. Now you may find when you first start mixing them, it doesn't look like anything is happening, but just keep at it. Only takes a minute. I did do a post about this process on my blog a good few years ago. Like I said, this is something I do quite often, and it's usually cheaper as well. Molasses, I buy a case. I think there's 6 bottles in the case, and I buy them off Amazon. Right, when you sort of get it like that, that's when you want to get your hands in, and the heat of your hands will just help them molasses spread through the sugar and coat all the granules. And if you don't like the feel of the sugar, put some gloves on. So, just make sure your hands are clean beforehand. But if your sugar's warm and your molasses are warm, I mean, you can stand the bottle in a jug of warm water. You know, it all blends fairly, fairly quickly. That's why with warm hands, it's a good one to get the kids to do. Actually, they don't mind the texture of the sugar. And as you can see, it soon takes up the molasses, and it has that same soft falling, slowly falling texture of brown sugar. Molasses is a byproduct of refining sugar, so all you're doing is putting the byproduct back in. Because brown sugar is just unrefined, and the darker the sugar, the less refined it is. So there we have it, light brown sugar. Don't worry about them bits there, they'll soon mix in. And this is what I use for baking and cooking. And yeah, it's a lot cheaper than going out and buying brown sugar, and it only takes a minute to make. So I've got quite a few kitchen hacks I do, so I will over time get more and more videos done. So give the video a thumbs up, and don't forget to hit subscribe, and if you hit the little bell for notifications, you get a notification through of when we've got a new video coming out. So take care everybody, and I'll catch up with you again soon.